How is everybody doing today? Little mini topic is, do you move enough? And let's talk about daily steps. How do you find out your daily steps? You can use a fitness watch. You can use a pedometer. I use both, but when these days the apps that we have, having like a Apple Watch or a Fitbit or whatever else, they can track absolutely everything for you. So how do you track your steps? Just set your watch for the day and just track steps, or wear a pedometer all day and see how many steps you truly get in the day. This is going to be your best measure. Also, what type of job you have, like what influences your daily steps? Type of job. Me, look, sedentary, or like desk job, truck driver, taxi cab driver, just a machine operator. You're sitting all day just moving your arms. Your steps are going to be quite low, which means you're going to have to maybe set a timer or be more cognizant of getting up and doing steps, walking, moving, right? Other jobs that entail more lifting and moving, like maybe a construction worker, roofer, nurses, teachers moving all the time, all day on their feet, just little breaks here and there. These guys have higher steps, or those people that work in like markets and stuff like this, they're on their feet all day, but it all depends on your job and how many steps you get in a day. So let's look at this chart right here. So this is your activity level and total steps average. If you look here, sedentary, when I tracked my first steps, I was below 5,000. It was like, wow, okay, no wonder I'm adding a couple extra pounds and a couple belt notches around the waist, because I was eating more food, like I was stepping more and doing more activity that I was not doing. So I was on a weight gain protocol. I wasn't using the calories I was eating. And I was walking like about 4,000 to maybe 3,000 a day, because my job is sedentary, looking at people's food, nutrition coaching, creating programs, talking with clients all day long in a chair, which is cool. But so if you are here, what do you got to do? Start by adding in a 50-minute walk 2 times a day. This will be 30 minutes extra movement. Just split it up, especially if you do not move a lot. Don't go out and do 60 minutes, right? Just for 1 month, just 15 minutes in the morning, 50 minutes in the afternoon. And you know what's even better is to do this after a meal. This really helps with insulin sensitivity and the digestion of food right away, instead of just eating and sitting. Eat and move, so make new habits, right? Identity swap, like I talk about. So the next one's lightly active. This is what I call the sweet spot. This is where I really like, and this is what I term intentful steps. So this is where going out for like 40 minutes for me, I get about 5,000 steps power walking. So I'm really power walking and having my steps large and intentful, getting more of a caloric burn that way, because I don't have too much time in the day to go out and get out 10K steps. So I make intentful walks. So this is kind of the sweet spot for people, 5 to 9. Mine's right around 7 to 8,000. Really works well for me. If I go too much over that, I don't get that return for the effort. Too much cardio for me. So sweet spot for many people. So kind of see where you are. Active. This is your person on your foot all the time, moving all the time, really like have a heavy job or constant stepping, 10,000 to 12,500. So this is where your nutrition and sleep, they have to be in order, because you are highly active. And if you are gaining weight and not seeing anything from these types of steps, look at your sleep, look at the food. You need to track what food you're eating. Maybe you're eating way too much and you really don't know you are. All the little nibbles, all the little bites, all the little sips add up at week's end. So if you're staying the same on this many steps, there needs to be some more analysis. Same thing with highly, highly active people. I have some people that tell me, Chad, I do 20,000 steps a day, and these people are constantly gaining weight all the time. Why? What's going on? Normally it's sleep and nutrition. They just don't recover from the day's work. Okay, so let's go into this next slide. cool examples here. So here's steps down here, 10,000, 8,000, 6,000. So when I'm telling people to analyze their steps, this is kind of what I see. I see this tiny 3,000 and then a jump to 4 right here. And then we get up to like this 8,000 day. They're like, man, I got to get stepping. I got to do something. And then from this day alone, from actually just averaging this 8,000 day, they're hungry as heck the next day. And they're tired because they did too much. They're not used to that output. And they don't do anything because they're tired. And they eat too much on this day, and they start to store calories down here because of the too much. That's why I say if you are under 5,000, just do 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night after a meal, and you're going to be able to sustain this and then slowly add to that over weeks. So I always say do 3 to 4 weeks of that and then add on 10 minutes. Right? To slowly add on. So you can see the steps starting to come up because there's like, okay, I can do something. Weekend shows up, Sunday, big walk, and then boom, what happens Monday? It's this low. When the goal should be right around that sweet spot. If you have been walking, say this person had a goal, they could do this undulation and stay within this. So this could be weight training days where they're walking less, but they're weight training on this day. And this is a cardio day. Do a little bit more steps on this day and a little bit of abs, no weight training. That's what that would look like. You would move that line down to the 5,000 and you could, it's called undulating, undulate the line throughout the week or hit 15 morning, 15 night. Don't count your workouts during this. Just count how much you move. Workouts are on the outside of steps, I like to say for people, including them. Yes, you're moving more. Yes, it's more calorie output. But if you're not working out and you're trying to find out your daily steps, this is one of the best protocols you can use and kind of polish it up. Try not to get the big crazy line and the consistency line because you look here, solid daily effort, consistent daily caloric output. So when you stay up here, you're going to burn so many extra calories output of work consistently. And this will slowly take weight off consistently. But if you're down here and you're like low and random effort, so it's just like lackluster, super hard, super easy, inconsistent daily caloric output. So like this, 3,000, 4,000, and then this big one, you didn't burn any calories here by sitting, but maybe you ate a ton. And then here, you just did too much work and it just made you hungry. And then you start to not do it. So it's so inconsistent. This is a weight gain protocol, just like I talked about the other calories. So hope this makes sense. Give this a try. Again, like I said, right here, start out with 50-minute walks 2 times a day. Do it after meals. Really helps out. Have a great day.